Hey guys, so this is going to be a 2025 remake of this 52-inch Harbor Breeze Builder's Best Ceiling Fan, one of three. So, I'm deciding to do a 2025 remake of the fans that came with our house, because I miss seeing them run. So, yeah. And, some of them still needs a little bit restoring because I haven't cleaned it all the way last time I cleaned these. It was 2 years ago and they got a little dusty for being on my shelf in my bedroom for storage. So, yeah. This fan used to be in the living room at our house, and this is our house. And, this fan came with the house when we got it, and we got this house in 2019, and we lived here since August 1st, 2019. Yeah, it's about 5.5 years ago. And, this is my first ceiling fan I saw in this house. So that's why I'm doing this fan first, because it's the first fan I saw in this house. Yeah. When I first turned this fan on, it was on reverse. I think it was on medium reverse, I'm assuming, or high, I don't know. I'm not sure what speed was it on. And then I decided to put it on down drive, but my mom flipped the switch because I couldn't reach the fan yet. And I was only 10 years old back then. Yeah. And then one of the blades are bent. This one's a little bit bent, it has dent. It's this one right here, has a big dent right there. It was bent up, and then I decided to bend it down a little bit, but some blades are still a little bit bent. Yeah, some blades were, a couple of blades were bent, and then I bent it back to shape a little bit. And some of them is a little bit bent, but that's alright because it's faster now. It used to spin a little slow because of the bent blades, but it's now faster because I bent the blades back to shape a little bit. Yeah. This is a Platinum Series version of the Builder's Best because I saw a pole chain that had the Platinum Series Harbor Breeze logo on it. And then in 2020 I accidentally threw that chain away because it smelled like metal and I didn't know what the smell was. So that's why I threw it away, and I should have kept it. If I would have known, I should have kept it. But it was 4 years ago. And then I decided to use this chain. This is from the Gaming Builder's Best, the second one. And it's in black nickel finish, so it does kind of match a little bit. But it's a newer version, well, just a little bit newer than the original pole chain, the logo. Because it's from the mid-2000s, and this fan's from like early to mid-2000s. This one's a little older than the other two Builder's Best. This fan's from 2002, and the other two Builder's Best is from 2005. Yeah. Then back in May of 2021, I flipped the blades to the that mahogany side because it matches our hardwood floors, because there was not much black in the living room, and there's more brown than black, so that's why I flipped the blades. And then on January 2022, the fan chain switch broke. I accidentally broke the fan chain switch all the way off, and it was on off position. So one of my dad's friends replaced the pole chain, and we got a pole chain switch from Lowe's, and it's in polished brass. Doesn't really match well on this fan because it's black. And it's not the right kind of pull chain. That pull chain is a red ZE206 pull chain, I believe. It was a 206. And this fan only worked on low, high, and low, and then off. It didn't have a medium speed because it had a long pull chain. And then back in September of 2022, I ordered the this pull chain, the current one, the 268S6. This is the white kind of pull chain for this fan. And then one of my mom's co-workers' husband replaced the brass fan chain switch to this black nickel fan chain switch because it matches. And then that person wired it incorrect because this fan only worked on high, low, off, and off. It didn't have a medium speed again. And then in February of 2023, we replaced this fan. I took the fan down and put a craft-made Epic in there because the medium speed didn't work, and I decided to put a bigger fan in the living room. And then in June of 2024, we removed the craft-made Epic and put a Hunter Avignon in there because the Avignon matches perfect in there. It's brown. It's all brown. It matches perfectly in there. Matches one of our lamps, in our floors and furniture, all of that. Yeah. And now I have this fan. I'm gonna keep it because it came with the house and I like these. I'm keeping all the fans that came with the house, by the way. And then today when I restored it, I cleaned it. It was just a little dusty. And then I paint marked the scratches on the blades because some of the blades were scratchy, and they were sealing paint on the mahogany side because when they were updating this house before we moved in, they painted the ceilings, walls, got new hardwood floors in the living room, dining room, and the foyer. And that's why there's ceiling paint on it. And then I restored this fan to brand new. And it looks great now. I like it. And inside the bracket was a little dusty in there because I didn't clean it as well about 2 years ago because I used a paper towel, and today I just use like a rag or something. And that rag is much better than paper towel. So that's why it's fully cleaned and looks a lot better than it was. And then the fan chain switch, I did fix the fan chain switch after I took the fan down. I wired the pull chain correct way and it works on all 3 speeds. Medium speed's back. Yeah, this is my my 4th time demonstrating, or 5th time. My first time I recorded this fan was in 2020. I just demonstrated the fan. And then in 2021 I demonstrated the fan with the wrong kind of pull chain on it. Then in 2023, when I had the wrong kind of pull chain on, it was in 2022. And then in 2023 I demonstrated this fan before I took it down. And then also demonstrated it again with the pull chain correct way. And it works now, and this is my 5th time recording this. Yeah. I'm just doing a remake video because the camera quality and this was stored. Yeah. I didn't have a paint marker 2 years ago, and now I do. I had paint markers about a year ago, over a year ago actually. And then I paint marker all the scratches on both sides of the blades, and it looks really good now. Yeah. About to go ahead and do a tour of this fan and then demonstrate it. Here we go. Fan's a matte black finish. Has 5 matte black blades and it's reversible to Auburn. That's what Harbor Breeze called it. And it looks like mahogany to me. But they called it Auburn. That's what it is. doesn't have a light though. Oh yeah, it does have the Harbor Breeze portrait from the Game and Builder's Best. It's not focusing. There it goes. By the way, this chain string is original to this fan. I kept that. And then this chain switch is newer. It's a replacement pull chain. There's the canopy. It's on a shorter downward. There's the Euro sticker. It says May 2002. Oh yeah, those are the other stickers. And this fan's from September 2002. So this is a Platinum Series Harbor Breeze ceiling fan. It's an early Builder's Best. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that back in, I think it was Christmas 2020, I'm assuming. One of my aunt got me a dragonfly portrait for this fan. And it's in black, and it matches this fan. So I decided to use it for this fan. And then in December 2022, I accidentally dropped that portrait and it broke in half. So I got a black and brown portrait from Lowe's, and then I decided to use it for this fan. And then about a few weeks ago, I accidentally broke that chain too, so that's why I'm using this oval Harbor Breeze pole chain. It's not original. Also, I have a picture of the capacitor for this fan. Here's that. Yeah. The reason why I showed the capacitor on this fan because some of the fans that came with the house has a bad capacitor, some of them. But this one's probably the best one because it's in good shape, it doesn't have any buttonholes, and it works well. It's not slow. It works really well. Yeah. One mounting bracket screw is a little new because one was missing. And by the way, all 5 fans that came with the house has one missing mounting bracket screw. I don't know why. It has a missing mounting bracket screw. So I just got a new one. And I forgot one of the blade brackets. Well, I mean, when I showed the bent blade brackets, I forgot to show that this blade has a dent in it too. And then I paint marker it to cover the scratch. Yeah. Show y'all the Auburn side too. It's the black side. It's not scratchy anymore because I paint markered it. But anyways, I have to go ahead and demonstrate this fan. Here we go.